The film starts for me actually having vanquished the fracking industry in my own backyard. And then I see in my front yard a tree that I planted when I was 5 years old that is now dying of a parasite called the woolly adelgid, which is marching up the East Coast as the East Coast gets warmer and warmer and warmer, and eating all of our iconic hemlock forests, starting from Virginia, going all the way up to Maine. And then realizing that we could beat the frackers in our own backyard and lose everything we love to climate change, and realizing that that's the bigger battle. My name is Josh Fox. I'm the director of How to Let Go of the World and Love All the Things Climate Can't Change, which is premiering at the 2016 Sundance Film Festival in the US documentary competition. When we look at what's happening with climate change right now, it's too late in many, many ways to stop some of the things that we think of as extreme consequences of climate change. Sea level rise, increased drought, increased flood, enormous displacement of people in coastal areas. And to a degree, even processing this information, you have to let go of a lot of the preconceptions you have about the world today. But then, when you ask yourself, what are all the things that climate can't change? What are you taking with you as you navigate through what is the coming extraordinarily difficult period? Those things emerge as values. I learned of the Pacific Climate Warriors, who is this incredible band of warriors from 12 different Pacific Island nations that decided to blockade the world's largest coal port in Australia. I say in the voiceover, it was the closest I've ever felt to being in that last scene in Star Wars, where you have these little X-Wing fighters up against the Death Star. So you got these 7 canoes paddling out to the port of Newcastle and all these Australian kayakers, right? Blockading ships from the coal industry that are bigger than the Empire State Building. This is true bravery. We have conflicting values here. We want a planet that has an environment which has a stable climate, which has a great degree of biodiversity in nature and supports life through clean water and clean air. And at the same time, we want development for all the billions of people on the planet who never even have used a light bulb. It's a conundrum that borders on, the philosophical and the absurd. If we don't encounter some of the basic values that make us the best part of humanity, then we're lost. And this is that kind of crucible.